It's a big stop here for Bibb County. I mean, I don't think it's huge that Bibb County makes a stop here and doesn't allow them to get a first down.
It's a momentum shift.
It is that. It definitely is that. You can look for Washington or Barney.
Oh, and he throws the incomplete pass. They may say it's a fumble.
Yeah, I think that's an incomplete pass, to be honest with you.
Because his arm was moving forward, then it fell out.
It was. And he had a receiver out there.
That was 5 yards. Choktows take over on
and
that.
The defense for Bibb County holds
20-yard line.
And it'll be first down for the Choktows.
That's a big stop right there for Bibb County. And man, Gohagen's got to be really happy with his defense right there. He broke, he bent, but he didn't break. So good job there for Bibb County.
And they'll have it from their own 20. Let's take another look at it.
Let's see if that arm's going forward.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it is.
He put a little bit too much oomph on it.
Yeah.
Lever trying to keep his feet, and he gets dumped.
Yeah, but he's
good open field tackle. Kobe Hawkins right there to make the play.
I know we keep saying it, but he's got to protect that ball better. That ball, he's going to fumble that ball out there if he doesn't stop that. There it goes. Wow, look at that.
Now, you know who used to do that when he was in college and in high school? Michael Vick.
Yeah.
Now, granted, he was fast enough where he could just keep the ball out there.
Yeah, but he had those big hands.
Yes, he did. He does have very big hands.
Michael Vick, it's look at the splits up here.
Lever trying to use a ball fake, and the ball got loose.
Yeah. We just talked about
it. Will they call it a fumble? Yes, they will, and the ball will go to Pleasant Grove.
Yeah, it's going to come back to
Ryan
bite you.
Cruz picks up the loose ball.
Yeah, it's going to eventually come back to bite you, and it did.
The Choktows 20-yard line.
And we just talked about ball security.
That's right. Well,
we take a break. We come back. We'll see if Pleasant Grove can score on a short field. 21-7 is your score. You're watching Drummond Company Friday Night Rivals presented by Ms. Reno Law Firm. They rip it out, and it's the Spartans who are able to pick it up. Stay tuned. $1,000 Woodson Walk. And it is senior night here in Centerville at Bibb County High School. They honored the 19 seniors on the football team. They also honored the seniors within the band, the dance group, and the cheerleaders. And the cheerleaders are still working hard.
hey, you know, that's something we hadn't mentioned. I mean, the cheerleaders and the band, when football practice starts, those cheerleaders have already started practice.
That's correct.
The band's been practicing since the 1st of June. Kudos to those kids that do those jobs.
No doubt about it. Tramel Washington in at quarterback, and he's going to keep it inside the 20, and he gets knocked out of bounds at the 15-yard line. You just got to be prepared because he can be a little bit of everywhere. He's got to bring his quarterback off from the sideline.
Give Xavier Abercrombie give him a star for that. He prevented that ball from going any further downfield.
And now we've got some words exchanged between the two different hues of purple and gold, and Coach Gohagen is like, is it on us? Maybe offsetting penalties. The the officials working hard all week at every level of high school football.
And we got to have more of them,
Yes,
James.
we do. Holding.
Yeah. Dead ball, personal foul. Oh, man. That's a killer. That's a killer. So they're going to,
Spartans are penalized 10 yards for holding.
and they're going to penalize them 15 yards for dead ball, personal foul.
So it'll be just moving up 5 yards.
Yeah.
It's a dead ball. Sportsmanlike
And
conduct
Coach was like, wait a minute.
Choktows.
During the play, we had holding on the offense. That penalty is 10 yards from the previous spot and will replay first down. After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct against the defense. That penalty will be enforced half distance to go from the 30 to the 15-yard line, and we'll replay first down.
First down.
And they'll replay first down.
Yeah.
And 4
Yeah, I
yards.
think they caught Xavier Abercrombie right there. And not sure. Uh-oh.
All right, so it looks like Freeman had to get his mouthpiece. That may have been why he was on the sideline. He was searching for his mouthpiece. Which can happen sometimes, and guys can, misinterpret that you're looking for something else.
Ain't no doubt.
First down and 4 yards to go from the 16. Keeping it on the ground is Moore, and Moore able to get down to about the 10-yard line before he brought down Lou Thompson there to finish the tackle. And we still got some barking going on there between the two teams.
Yeah, that's got to be stopped. I mean, officials got to get in between them. If they won't be quiet, get them out of the game. I mean, that's just, it's got to stop. Good job by Braden Cash. Young sophomore coming up to tackle right there, and he does it exactly the way you're supposed to do it. Tackle low. All that yak. That's, we see too much of that in the college game.
All right, now 1st and 10 on from the 11. They can get a first down without scoring.
And that's huge.
Jordan Smith in at the running back for Pleasant Grove. They're going to give it to Smith. Smith's going to barrel his way forward. And no, it's not. It's Caleb Freeman on the end around, and he makes it into the end zone for the touchdown. Great fake. A Mr. Sparky touchdown. And it's Caleb Freeman. Everybody was taking on the fake.
That's the play-by-play announcer's worst nightmare.
Yes, it is.
I'm telling you, the camera follows the fake, and we're. I don't know if that ball was fumbled. I'm not so sure, James, that you weren't right on that. So I know we'll get a replay of that. But
Barry with the point after attempt. Kick is up, and it is good.
7 minutes, 31 seconds remaining.
And now the lead expands. 27-7 is your score
Let's
in
see.
favor of Pleasant Grove. Let's take another look. And that's Freeman right there, and he throws it.
Okay.
And he finds Harris in for the touchdown.
That's just an RPO. And we haven't seen a lot of RPOs tonight, but there they go.
And we take a break. We come back, and we'll see if Bibb County can climb the mountain of a comeback that stands before them as they trail 28-7. Stay tuned. At Win South Credit Union, you never pay an annual fee for your savings, checking, or digital banking, plus open funds and manage your account 24/7, 24 hours, 7 days a week at winsouthcu.com. Sign up today for online banking. Download our free app. For more information, call 1-800-757-7302 at Win South Credit Union with you.
All right, Bibb County, let's get some offense going here.
And they let it go into the end zone for a touchback.
That's good.
Kick goes into
Good
the
play,
end zone for the touchback.
And now we got some more whistles going.
First and 10, their own 20-yard line.
And some more talking going on. .7:31 left here in the third quarter. 28-7 your score. Phillips and Leverett in the backfield. 4 wide receivers now for the Choctaws. Pass time for Jordan. Jordan thinks he has some opportunity to run. He's going to throw it long and almost intercept it. Now was Kobe Hawkins there on the coverage.
Yeah, that might have been 6 the other way if Kobe would have caught that one.
Kobe Hawkins, 65 tackles so far this season. He had 29 tackles in the last 2 games. Coach says he is their true leader, not only on defense, but for the entire team.
Yeah, and he's a special kid, special player too. I'm telling you, he does a lot for this football team. And boy, Bibb County's got to gather their thoughts here and go in the right direction.
2nd and 10. Jordan Leverett looking to throw, tries and finds one, and yes, McMillan makes a catch. Enough for a first down, and they'll move the chains and gets it out to the 35-yard line. Shot to Grand River, first down.
You know, you watch him roll out here, Jordan Leverett rolling to his left, and he just throws the ball on the run, doesn't square his shoulders up, doesn't do any of that. But that tells you what kind of athlete he is. He just throws it out there and lobs it to him, and McMillan makes a really good catch again. So, boy, I'm going to tell you, Jordan's a heck of an athlete. He's just got to gather himself together here and do it the right way.
Ball at the 35. McMillan's going to go in motion. Jordan looking to throw. He throws a nice, beautiful ball and able to make the catch and keep his feet, trying to stay in bounds. It's Jay Harris. Great play by the running back.
Jay Harris.
First down and more. They'll move the chains. And now they've got an opportunity to regain the momentum. Ball all the way down at the 10-yard line. Now we're in the Window World red zone. Now Bibb County's got to do something to try to keep this momentum going.
That's a big catch right there by Harris.
Ball at the 10. Leverett's going to keep it, and he gets close to the goal line. He gets all the way down to the 1-yard line, 9-yard gain.
Now he's holding that ball a little bit more securely now. He's tucking it up under his chin there, and that's a good job.
2nd and goal to 1.
So now it's the Choctaws trying to move fast from the 1-yard line. Giving it to Jay Harris into the end zone. Touchdown, Choctaws. Another Mr. Sparky touchdown. They put 6 more on the board.
That's a big score, too. That was one that they got down into the red zone, had to get it into the end zone after a great catch by Harris on an underthrown ball. Harris comes back and makes a catch.
Point after attempt. Now they're just going to go with the regular point after attempt formation for a kick. Kennard, his kick is up, and it is good.
Kick is good. 6 minutes, 1 second remaining.
So it is the Choctaws who answer a touchdown with a touchdown of their own. Still a 14-point game. And Matt Gohagen, the coach for the Choctaws, still trying to work the magic to see if they can get back into this game.
Well, you're going to see it. Watch how long he holds on to the football. He finally let him go when he had it into the end zone.
Yes.
That's a big score.
That's
a big score.
So now we'll see if Pleasant Grove can answer. They came out here in the third quarter and answered with a touchdown to start the quarter.
Jordan Leverett to kick for the Choctaws.
So now we'll see if
Washington. Side Barney.
Washington and company can answer again.
Well, they certainly have the players at skill positions that they can get the ball to, and that's well, I'm going to tell you right now, I don't know that we've seen a game where we had 3 or 4 guys that could break the game open like Pleasant Grove does.
Upback's going to take it and hit the ground. I don't know if that one was intentional, but Smith did go down.
I think he give a tackle to the yard line marker there.
They're on 35-yard line.
That's big.
I think he may have had some instruction to go
Okay.
down because he took those steps and then all of a sudden he just said, okay, I'm going down.
Okay. So Charles Graves now has got to answer that. I can tell you Darryl LeBeau has said, Coach, we got to match them. Every time they score, we got to score. And I'll tell you, you sure got some guys that can make plays in those white jerseys.
From the 35-yard line. Keeping it is Freeman. Freeman's going to look downfield, throws, catch, reception made by Tramel Washington, enough for the first down into Choctaw territory.
Well, I'm going to tell you, he is some kind of special player, and I want you to watch this right here. Good ball fake right there. Freeman rolls to his left.
24 yards.
Boy, that's just a good job by Washington running a drag route across the field.
Throws a flare out, makes the reception. There is Jaden Walton. Walton again makes enough for a first down or close to it, about 9 yards on the game.
You can add Walton to that list too. There's not just 3, 4 of them. All these kids can make plays. These guys in the white jerseys, they are a very talented bunch of receivers and running backs.
They'll say that he's about a yard short, second down and 1 from the 32-yard line.
Got to have a big play here. Somebody in purple's got to make a big play.
Going to hand it off to Moore, and Moore gets for first down, and Moore cut back, and he's loose again. And now finally they bring him down, but not before he gets a first down and down to about the 24-yard line.
A lot of arm tackling there, James. You even see Luke Thompson, who's had a really good year, and he just kind of grabbed at him. And Luke's usually a guy that sticks that helmet right there in the sternum, and that time he grabbed at him, and Moore was able to avoid that tackle.
First and 10 now. They'll call it at the 24-yard line. Keeping it on the ground is Moore. Moore trying to find some room and just punishing defenders as he gets inside the 20 down to about the 18-yard line.
You notice now, you watch the Bibb County now, defenders now, they kind of putting their hands on their hips.
Yes,
and they're getting tired. Those big offensive linemen just keep hammering them, getting a hat on a hat.
Second down and 4 from the 18. Still staying with those 4 wide receivers split out. Fumble on the play. The ball is still loose. It's picked up by Bibb County.
Yeah.
Great job there to pick up the loose. Xavier Abercrombie makes the fumble recovery, and they kill the drive of Pleasant Grove.
Well, and that's where you got a little bit fancy there, James. Instead of just giving the ball to Moore, He rode him a little too long and finally pulled it. Watch him here.
First and 10,
He's going to
Choktows
ride
from
him,
26-yard
and
line.
then he just pulls it away, and there's the ball. You know, you got to stick to your knit. Give the ball to number 8 and let him go. He's making 4 and 5 yards every time he touches the ball. That time you try to pull it. Don't try to out-fancy yourself.
First down now from the 26 for the Choctaws. Leverett moving to the near side, got some room. Flag goes down, and then he gets knocked out of bounds. And now we're getting a little talking back and forth there.
Yeah.
Jordan Lever on the carry. There is a penalty on the play.
And a hole will push them back 10, so all that hard work for naught.
Yeah. Got to keep those hands inside. You know, you probably see it if we see a replay, but I can tell you right now, offensive linemen, receivers, you got to keep, when that ball's on the perimeter and it's out there right where the linesman can see it, those hands have got to stay inside.
10 yards from the previous spot.
Very rarely will an official call holding when
First
those
down,
hands are
20.
inside and you're driving your feet. But when those hands come outside, they don't have any choice but to call it.
So now first and 20 from the 16.
Try to get half of it back.
Leverett now getting some pressure on the backside. He throws a floater. Catch made, but was it inbounds? No, they say it was not inbounds. Ethan McMillan on the reception, and now it's Leverett trying to say that he couldn't hear the call or see the signal.
Well, just kind of throwing this up as a hope and a prayer.
Yes.
Really lucky right there that ball wasn't intercepted.
Kobe Hawkins was hawking in on that
Sure
play.
was.
Second down and 20, clock at 4:06 left here in the third quarter. 14-point deficit for the Choctaws. McMillan going in motion.
Throwback.
Going back to Phillips, Aaron Phillips. Oh, and he loses the football, and looks like it's going to be Pleasant Grove who picks it up. And yes, it is.
Yep.
Pleasant Grove picks up the loose ball. Jordan Hawkins able to pick that one up.
Well, mistake. That's got to protect the football. See him. It's a good call. I love the call. He's throwing it back. It's a throwback. Tuck the ball. He really never caught it. If we had replay in high school, that would be an incomplete pass.
Correct.
I don't think he ever possessed the ball.
Smart move by the Pleasant Grove players. Get the ball, give it back to the referee, get off the field.
There you go. Get off the field.
Phillips definitely wants to have that one back, but now first and 10 from the 20-yard line for Pleasant Grove. Two backs in the backfield now. Going to give it to Moore, and Moore trying to get away from a defender, but just can't do it. Jacob Steele, but we do have a flag all the way out at the 12-yard line on the near side of the field.
I don't know if we've had a play run in the last second half where we hadn't had a penalty or flag called.
There you go. Illegal participation against the offense.
Yeah, they had 12 men on the field, so I still like the idea. I like trying to get 12 on the field, but it's just not within the rules.
Unless you're playing Canadian rules.
Well, that's true too.
I won't sing my "Oh Canada."
No, please don't.
During the play, we had illegal participation against the offense. Helmet came off and the player continued to participate. That's a 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. We'll replay first down.
Helmet came off and the player continued the play.
Once your helmet comes off during play, you got to stop. You better just run to the sideline so you can't be involved in the play. So they didn't have 12. They had 11. Helmet came off, and the player continued to play, and that's just.
Player that lost a helmet
but how? That's very difficult for a player.
Well, it
to
is.
Just say, "Oh, I'm just going to, run off the field."
Well, I know it is, but that's the rule, and it's been a rule for a long time, even in Louisiana.
That is true. First and long. Freeman's going to throw it long, and it's batted down. Great play by the defense in order to say, can't get it. DeMarco Taylor right there on the play.
That's a good player by DeMarco Taylor.
By DeMarco Taylor, it's second down.
He's got a guy wide open out in the flat. He doesn't throw it to him, so he throws it deep. Taylor goes up, did a good job, knocked the ball down, son.
Second down and 23. Ball at the 33-yard line now of Bibb County. 4 wide receivers, 3 all the way on the far side.
Look at the cushion they're giving Washington out there.
Throws it in the middle of the field, has it, and the cushion is not tight enough. He gets down at the 1-yard line. Tramel Washington is showing why he's one of the best receivers in the state.
Yeah, and he's a good player. I'm going to tell you right now. He runs just a post is all it is. Runs that skinny post in there, and he's wide open between the corner and the safety.
They haven't found a way to contain him yet.
No.
Giving it to Moore, cut back, and Moore is into the end zone for the score. Another touchdown for the Spartans, another Mr. Sparky touchdown for Pleasant Grove.
Well, I tell you, you get the ball inside the 5-yard line, and you got Colin Moore. He's big. He keeps those shoulders square to the goalpost. He's just tough to bring down. And the only way you can bring him down is by taking his feet out from under him. You can't get up high with him. And they do a great job of getting in the ball in critical times.
Point after attempt is
Kick is
good.
good. 3 minutes, 7 seconds remaining.
Lead now expands again to 21 points. 35-14 with 3:07 left to play here in the third quarter. And once again, Moore.
There he goes. 4.
And those cutbacks look like he's just trying to seek a hole, find a hole, go through the hole.
Well, that's a good job. When you have a big gap like that, that tells you that the offensive line is doing a heck of a job of staying on their blocks. And that's a great job by that left side over there. You look at Daniel Cole and Ryan High. Those guys have done a tremendous job over there on that side, along with Joseph Rogers and Dexter Nash and Bobby Williams. They've just done a tremendous job for Pleasant Grove all night.
So now Coach Gohagan is trying to give the officials an earful. And as they say, that's part of the coach's job. He's got to lobby and advocate for his team.
Well, you're exactly right. And, he works with these kids every day. He gives everything he's got to help them be the best they can be. And let me tell you something. Bibb County's got a good football team, but this Pleasant Grove team is an exceptionally good football team.
No doubt.
It's going to take a really good football team to beat Pleasant Grove.
And the kick goes out of bounds.
Kick goes out of bounds. Illegal procedure against the Spartans.
And let's see if Coach Gohagan is
Free
going to
kick out of bounds
re-kick,
by the kicking team.
or they're just going
the
to let them
receiving
take
team
it
is
at the
elected
35.
to take the ball at the 35-yard line. First down.
And they'll take it at the 35 because they want to try to get some points as quickly as they can.
There's no doubt about that. And, and they just got to quit shooting themselves in the foot. You can't lay the ball on the ground, throw the ball up. and hope somebody catches it. You got to throw it. You got to have receivers that have been open. Throw it to those receivers.
Trying to go with the double reverse, and they do go with the reverse. Jamarius Sanders now caught him off guard, and he's pushed out of bounds. A touchdown saving tackle there, and Jordan Hawkins able to push him out of bounds.
I like the call there from Kevin May, the offensive coordinator. Well executed. Good job right there. I love the way he's got that ball in his outside arm there, and he uses that inside arm to stiff arm 14. So that's good fundamental football.
Now they're in Spartan territory with 2:41 and counting. Leverett trying to get open on the wide side and runs out of bounds.
Leverett 2 yards.
You know, I'm not so sure that Leverett's not giving up on those receivers too soon. You know, and I know he's trying to get as much yardage as he can, but you got to let those receivers come back to the football. It's just, that's a lot of tough running there, and they got so much speed on defense. Pleasant Grove does. It's hard to make a long run with those 3 linebackers they got back there.
2nd down and 8 from the 43. McMillan in motion. Leverett with time. Now he throws the ball, pays the price, and he got hit and got hit hard. Ian Showtime Mitchell was the one who slapped him down.
You know, just about every throw that when he set his feet to throw the football, he's overthrown it. Have you noticed that?
Yes.
It's just, so it's got something to do with that release. And it's a senior quarterback. So
some of those habits are hard to break.
Hard to break. You're right. Hard to break. And he's running for his life, too, now. I mean, you know, he's got pressure on him every snap.
2:26 left to play here in the 3rd. The officials looks like we may have a timeout. Nope. They made a pause to move the ball on the move the line of scrimmage. So now it's 3rd down and 8. McMillan goes in motion. Leverett looks like he has some time. He's got to try to secure the football, and he slips down, and he's going to go down with the sack.
Yeah.
Leverett attempting to pass, play lost 11 yards, it's 4th down.
And this has been a long night for Jordan Leverett.
Yeah, and I want you to look over on the right sideline. On the far sideline, he's got a receiver open way over there. He just doesn't see him. Really doesn't have a chance to see him. He's got too much pressure on him.
And now he's limping. And now his health may be an issue for the rest of the quarter. But he looks like he's trying to say, hey, I'm going to gut it out.
He almost kicked it into his up back.
Yes, he did. Ball is knocked dead at the 29-yard line. And he is slow. Leverett is still on the field, but slow to walk to the sideline. And hopefully the trainers will try to work on him.
4th quarter sponsors for tonight's game are Watts Whitetails, April Weaver.
And he finally makes it off to the side. So now it's time to see if Pleasant Grove can add on to their 21-point lead, 35-14 the score. And they have been, outside of turning the ball over, they've been able to really click on all cylinders offensively.
Well, they've been tough to stop offensively. They got so many weapons, it's just almost impossible to take all of them away from them. You got Washington, you got Barney, you got Jaden Walton, and you got Colin Moore back there in the backfield. So,
and they'll give it to Colin Moore, and here comes Moore. And he's able to get some yardage, and Braden Cash right there to bring him down.
Yeah, Braden has learned you got to tackle him low from his safety position. He's done a good job of doing that all night.
2nd and 3. Less than a minute to play here in the 3rd quarter. Giving it to Moore again. They're trying to tackle him high, so they just stonewall it. Landon Schultz and company there on the tackle.
Only made 3 yards.
And they'll have enough for the first down, move the chains as the third
First
quarter
down,
starts to
Spartans.
wind down.
Well, it's mighty frustrating, I know, for Bibb County. They've had such a great year. They're going to have a great off season. I mean, in the postseason, they're going to either go in as a 2 or a 3, and I'm sure hopefully they get a home game that first playoff week. They get a week off next week. They got after 10 straight weeks of playing. So just been so many mistakes, and that's
the
hard.
end of the third quarter. Spartans 35.
Third
Choktows
quarter
14.
comes to an end, but before we go to break, we want to say thank you to the King Boys Towing and Recovery for making sure all of our scissor lifts and heavy equipment make it out to all Air Experts are your local HVAC systems. Will have an incredible deal for you. Right now, you can upgrade to a newer energy-saving system, get a free 1-year maintenance plan, and save $300. Don't miss out on this offer, only from Air Experts. Get all your details by calling Air Experts at 205-882-4342. We start the fourth quarter. Here comes Mr. Smith. And he is a special teams dynamo, but he can also run the ball. Jordan Smith on the carry for Pleasant Grove.
Well, and he turned that corner like he was going somewhere, and he picked up, 7 or 8 yards on that. That's the first time we've seen Jordan Smith run the ball tonight.
No doubt about it.
First down, Spartans.
1st and 10 now, back into Choctaw territory, which it seems as though the Spartans have been living on their side of the field most of the night.
Yeah.
Pitch and catch, reception made by Jaden Walton. And he's able to get close to a first down.
Well, you see that play right there, and it's not an RPO. It's just a straight
Only made 8 yards.
stop route that I believe it was Jaden Walton, and I can't tell for sure, but I thought it was Jaden Walton. Just ran a little stop route out there, and great delivery by Freeman, and really they're just kind of having their way right now with the run and with the pass.
2nd and 2. Reverse it back to Barney, and here comes Zion Barney. He gets a first down and smartly goes out of bounds.
Zion Barney on the carry.
I'm not so sure there wasn't a clip on that play late, and it would have been unnecessary. We're going to see it here. A little bit of reverse coming this way, and when Barney gets outside, See if there's one coming right here.
And that was Harris that was with the block right at the end of the
Right
play.
at the end. And really, that's a block you don't even need to make.
Officials timeout for injured player.
And the officials call timeout as the player was slow to get up, and they have one that's still on the ground, an Addiction Prevention Coalition timeout. As the weather starts to cool off just a tad here in Centerville, Alabama, and we got a player down. Looks like he may have cramps. They're working on that left calf area. And if anybody's had a cramp like that on the field, it does feel like the world's coming to an end. You're just like, what is this driving sharp pain in my calf?
He's hurt.
Now, he has on the tights. And, you know, he may have gotten a little bit overheated. And right now, I know he's screaming and hollering. Oh, there you go. There goes the screaming and hollering.
Tell me if, make sure who that is. Is that Morgan Harris?
I'm not sure exactly who it is. And they're just trying to, yeah, it looks like it's Harris. I think they may be giving him some pickle juice. You know they sell pickle juice, even though now it's time for our Children's of Alabama Smile Camp. And there's a group of children right there. And they're waving a little bit. They're having a good old time.
They don't know who's winning or losing.
No.
They're just having a good time.
They're having a grand old time. And look at the little baby.
There you go.
Look at the little baby. And Dad is most likely just got his hands full, just like, please, don't say you got to go to the bathroom.
Yes, Dad.
Whatever you do, there's no potty time right now. You do that, I will give you whatever cookie you want when you get home. And there's another one. Yes, our Children of Alabama smile. Look at there. She knows what to do. Yes. Hello. Hello. As they say, the town's all here in Centerville, Alabama.
That's right.
Players off the field. Now we're ready to get started again. And they throw a flare out to Barney. Here comes Barney using those fast feet. Flag comes in. May have been a hold. It may push him back just a tad.
Yeah, I think they're going to call Washington for holding right there on that little RPO. It's going to be 15 yards going back. So. And he did. He reached out and grabbed him. And you don't really have to. The ball's already advanced past where you are. Just get in front of them, screen them out like basketball players do. But don't,
yes.
You ain't got to do anything really. Just
During
get in
the
their
play,
way.
holding against the offense. Penalty is 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Replay first down.
First down, 13.
Yes, Washington right there.
Yeah.
And that's something he's got to learn. If he does make it to the next level, which he's already committed to Tuskegee, they're going to teach him when to push, when not to push, when to block, when not to block.
That ball's equal with you. You don't want to do anything. Downfield.
Washington goes in motion. They're going to give it again to Moore, and Moore gets some of those negative yards back. And Landon Schultz right there to make the tackle.
Yeah, Landon Schultz is a good football player. He's been on a lot of tackles tonight. There he goes. Watch him plant that foot. Good job right there, Schultz, to come over there and make the play. Filling a gap from your middle linebacker position.
And he does that. He leaves his feet to try to put that body weight on top of him to bring him down.
There you go. The thing Pleasant Grove wants to do is just run the clock. You just, snap the ball with about 5 seconds to go. And
they're showing a lot of self-discipline here, not to try to go as fast as they can. Gets it out to Washington. Washington drops it, but they say the ball is still good, and now he's going to try to elude one defender. And that's the flag. Yeah, that'll be a block in the back. But he's able to turn the negative back down into a positive. And then there's another flag at the end of the play.
Wow.
Wow.
We got a lot of personal fouls going on here that are unnecessary. And that last flag was out of bounds.
Yes.
So against the Spartans for blocking the back.
Well, now that could have been a late hit. Not sure. from our vantage point, it's hard to see that out-of-bounds line on the far side of the field. But if that is a late hit, that would negate the block in the back.
Block in the back.
Then you just got to replay the down.
Replay the down. That's right. But I don't know how Washington got out of that mess. I'll tell you right now. I just don't know how he got out of it.
Now, thinking about it from a recruiting standpoint, when you see a performance like this and what he's done all year, do you see a recruiter going into a coach's office and saying, yes, he is 5'9", but look at the tape?
During the play,
I mean,
blocking
he's
the back.
a kid that's going to get some
against
other
the
opportunities.
offense. That penalty is 10
I don't
yards
think
from the previous
Tuskegee's the only
spot.
one that's going off.
Replay, second down.
I don't know what they've called here.
Mark penalized 10 yards from the previous spot.
Okay.
So now we're looking at 2nd and 25 from the 34.
That's right. Oh, don't do that. Don't jump in the neutral zone.
Clock continues to run, a little bit under 9 minutes to play. And the temperature slowly but surely begins to fall. Freeman with time, going to throw it long, trying to find Washington, and he does!
It's an incomplete
And
pass.
they say it's incomplete. Washington had it in his hands, but good play by C.J. Morrow, who is still on the ground, to knock it out of his hands. And Morrow definitely left it all out there on the field.
Well, watch this. He catches this football. He catches the ball, and then Morrow knocks it out.
Yes, and he did a great job to knock it out of his
That's
hands
exactly
with
right.
that right arm.
He sure did. Good play by that young man.
And it looks like Morrow may have hurt his knee in the process.
Yeah,
We'll
that'll
take
hurt
a
too.
break, and when we come back, we'll see if the Choctows can stop this train, which is the Pleasant Grove offensive output. 35-14 your score. Stay out for fueling our Friday Night Rivals crew. Whether you're in the mood for a hearty lunch plate, mouth-watering sandwiches, hot wraps, or an irresistible loaded fries, J9 has it all. The local gym knows how to serve up flavor and deliver the perfect boost for a long day on the job, and with their catering options, they've got the next event covered too. Thank you to J9s for supporting our crew. And all that food looks good. They had some nice sandwiches and burgers, and the crew was almost passed out, and we had to wake them up so they could come do their job. Thank you, J9. Ball is tipped, and it's almost intercepted.
Wow.
Freeman's pass goes incomplete.
And it's an incompletion.
So that stops the clock. That helps them. Good throw. Hey, you got to get it in front of him. He had 2 chances to intercept that one. Just running a drag across the field, and he threw it behind him.
So 4th down and 25, ball at the 44. Smith coming on to do the punting.
Jordan Smith in punt formation.
Smith with his gold shoes punts this one out of bounds. He'll still be decent field position for Bibb County. 8:14 left to play, and if Bibb County is going to try to make a comeback, they've got to make some big plays and quick.
Well, they're 3 touchdowns behind, 3 scores, and, you know, it's going to be a tough road to hoe. Let's just put it that way. It's just, you know.
And for Coach Gohagan, he said this is the type of challenges that their players need as they do get prepared for the postseason.
Two good football teams. And there's been a lot of mistakes made on both sides tonight.
Leverett getting some pressure, throws it sidearm and makes it over to McMillan. Here comes Ethan McMillan keeping his legs, and he has to pay the price as a good open field tackle made by Ethan Everson.
Yeah, Everson comes up and pops you. I'm going to tell you right now. But that's still a good catch by Ethan McMillan. You know, he dropped those 2 in the first half. He hadn't dropped one in the second half. He's done a great job in the second half. He runs a drag across the middle of the field, loses his balance. Then Everson comes up and really pops him good.
1st and 10 now, ball at the 40-yard line. They send Phillips out in a flare mode, but there is a flag, and they stop play.
This is the most flags we've seen all year.
Yes,
it is. There's no question about it.
Choktows field line, 5 yards, called start. 1st and 15.
And that's on the players. I mean, the officials are doing a great job of trying to keep the game under control. But, I mean, when there's penalties, you got to call them. I mean, they hadn't been penalties that have been away from the ball. They've been infractions that have an effect on the play.
Correct.
So it's been a good job by the officiating crew.
1st and 15, ball on the 36. Leverett throws back against his body. And he just throws those floaters.
Yeah, and I really don't understand that.
Leverett's pass goes incomplete.
And we do have a player down. Jamarius Sanders is now down. And they'll call a timeout to see about him, an official's timeout. He's on the ground writhing. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll check on the status of the young Choctaw. Stay tuned. 35-14 is your score right here on Friday Night Rivals. I mean, they got nurses and all kind of folks. I mean, she came out there with a stethoscope and everything. It's a new world.
Lobotomy or something.
Hey, I remember a time a coach walked out, looked. Just a reminder, our Whataburger play of the game is brought to you by Whataburger. Download the Whataburger app and start earning rewards tonight. Leverett on the move, trying to throw, finds a receiver, and incomplete. Another drop by one of the receivers, and that's just not what you want to see.
Yeah,
Jay Harris, who is a sure-handed running back, just drops it.
Yeah, Jay Harris has had a great year for the Choctaws, and that one right there, he's not even looking where he's throwing. I mean,
I know that's frustrating for any offensive coach. You got to look at I think he's trying to mimic Mahomes, who has those no-look passes.
Yeah.
But he's an NFL pro,
Yeah.
and he's getting paid a whole lot of money.
It's fundamentally, I'm
Right.
perplexed by what I'm seeing.
3rd down and 15. Leverett now going to see if he can try to throw it long. He does, and this time it's intercepted. Trying to bring it back, and a good return there. Interception there by
First ball is intercepted by Caleb Gaucher.
Grisham Spriggins. Caleb Gaucher on the interception.
Tackle made by Braden Lucas. Good
Lucas
job.
makes the-
He's coming back.
Tackle, and let's see, we got some flags. Says lead the flag, come here, we got to talk.
Yeah. They've all got headpieces. I mean, they've all got microphones.
So now Coach Gohagen is just trying to find out exactly what the call will be.
First penalty is against the Choktows for an illegal forward pass. Second penalty is a block in the back during
So
the
he
return.
crossed the line of scrimmage.
Right.
Yes, he's crossed there. He throws it. It's an interception.
Right.
But on the return is a illegal block in the back.
That's right. So I don't know that I've ever seen that combination of penalties, because
Yes.
generally when you throw, that's
Illegal forward pass. Illegal forward pass against the offense. That penalty has been
They declined
declined.
it. Yeah.
During the return after the change of possession, block in the back against the return team, that penalty will be enforced 10 yards from the spot of the foul, and it'll be a first down.
that to me is an illegal forward pass.
Decline.
They can decline that, and that's exactly what they did. So that's
Against the Spartans, and they'll have
well. So, but the block in the back is the problem.
But they could have accepted that penalty if the return wasn't as long as it was, and just moved them back and made them replay and lose the down and play second down and long, right?
Well, they could have, but you wouldn't want to give possession back to them.
That is true.
You know, I mean, what Pleasant Grove wants to do right now is run 6 minutes and 51 seconds off the clock and get out of here. But you're right. They could have done that.
Here comes Jordan Smith dragging some defenders as he gets about 6 yards on the carry.
Smith on the carry.
And Jordan Smith has a full head of steam every time he touches the
6
football.
yards.
He
Second down.
does. Landon Schultz on the tackle there, and I love the sportsmanship Jordan Smith just did. And I know some coaches don't like this. Jordan extended his hand and picked Schultz up off the floor, and I like that.
Yes.
I do, especially late in the game. It's been a mouthy game, been yakking back and forth, and Smith reaches out to pull a member of the other team up off the ground.
But if you notice, we didn't have any talking until somebody scored.
That's true. That is exactly
So
right.
they were really trying to feel each other out to
Right.
see exactly how good these teams were, each other were. More on the carry.
And they're two really good teams. It's just, this has been a night of calamity
Yes.
for
yes.
Bibb County. I mean, it's just everything that could go wrong did go wrong. So that doesn't take anything away from Pleasant Grove. Pleasant Grove is one heck of a football team, and it's going to take a really good 4A team, which there is one. They're called Jackson, and
yes.
you better, all of you better keep your eye on Jackson, because they are as good a football team as I've seen all year.
Okay.
So You talk about 4A, you talk about Jackson, you talk about Pleasant Grove and some of those, but there's some good ones out there.
Smith again on the carry.
Wow.
He's getting those tough yards, and looks like he has enough for the first down as the clock continues to run. They'll stop it to move the chains, and then it's a University of Alabama first down.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, number 52, Jamarian Wells, just made a heck of a block on Landon Schultz. I'm talking about he leveled him, and that's, ooh.
And Wells is the one that was, had some words.
Right.
But he's the one that really is the Swiss Army knife for this offensive line and defensive line. You'll see him play a little bit of everywhere.
Right. Well, I'm going to tell you, that was one heck of a block on a linebacker there from Wells.
They want to be physical.
Yep.
Coach LeBeau wants his team to be physical. And remember, last year, they were in 5A.
Yeah.
And they had to be physical in order to make it in that area. And now down goes Freeman, and a sack there by Abercrombie.
Jacoby Williams that time lost his helmet, so he's got to come out of the game. But when he lost his helmet, he just stopped. So that's there goes his helmet right there. That's a good job right there by Xavier.
That's part of the new football.
Yeah.
Because before, a coach would say, "Why are you stopping?"
That's right. But now you got to. It's going to
now
cost
you got to.
Good play by Xavier Abercrombie there, who's a heck of a football player. They got two good defensive ends there in Ryan and Abercrombie. They'll be a tough out. I can promise you that.
Clock continues to run, and looks like we got a player for Pleasant Grove that'll be slow to get up, and he's able to get up and keep going. Trying to push him forward just a little while longer.
I don't have
the
him
clock
on
continues to run.
That's number 70, and I don't have him on my chart. Yeah. Now you want to let that clock run all the way down to 5 and snap it with 3rd and 17, and you really don't want to throw the football. Now they're going to call timeout.
And Coach Gohagen, he knows that his team's got some work to do. This has been sort of a wake-up call for them. If you want to be in the elite of Class 4A, you just went up against the number 2 team ranked in the state.
Yeah.
And you've seen it.
Yeah, and let me say this about Matt Gohagen. Matt Gohagen, defensive back at North Alabama, coached at several different places. He was at Demopolis and Russellville, coached at Demopolis with, matter of fact, the defensive coordinator at Homewood was Freddie Lawrence was one of the guys that was instrumental in him being hired. And then when they went to Russellville, Coach Gohagen went with them, and then he's been here at Bibb County for 10 years.
Yes.
And what a great job he's done here. 10 years in a row they've hosted first-round playoffs. What's that tell you?
Yep, it says a lot.
Next
Friday will be our Friday Night Rivals regular season finale as Chelsea goes to Oak Mountain right off of Highway 119 Friday night, 7 p.m. Be the last regular season game, and then playoffs will begin the week after that.
Now, is Oak Mountain in Shelby County?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
It is in Shelby County. Freeman throws the pass incomplete.
Just trying to.
The pass goes incomplete.
That's kind of like the tight end dump, and
It's 4th down.
he zipped a Nolan Ryan fastball right past him.
So now it'll be a punting situation. And Jordan Smith will be on to handle the punting duties.
It makes you wonder a little bit. You're ahead 35-14. You got 3rd and 17. instead of running the ball
For the Choktows.
and just letting that clock wind down to about 2 minutes, we throw a pass that's incomplete. So we still giving Bibb County a chance to get on the board, onside kick, and maybe score 2 touchdowns. So
That's asking a lot right
it
now.
is. It is asking a lot. But you got, management of the clock is essential.
End over end kick, and looks like McMillan is going to try to return it, and he takes it out of bounds. Check that. That was Braden Cash.
Cash.
And the Pleasant Grove players are fired up because they are 2 minutes and 40 seconds from winning the region as the newest member of Region 4 in Class 4A. And now for Leverett and the rest of the Choctaws of Bibb County, they got to see if they can move down this field pretty fast in the last 2 minutes and 40 seconds.
You look at Bibb County, and they got some really good athletes. They got a good scheme. I like that play.
Flare pass out to Phillips, and Phillips looks like he's close to a first down. Clock continues to run, 2 minutes and 30 seconds and counting.
Just a little shuffle pass, and he drops back. Looks like he's going to throw it deep, and he just shuffle passes the ball underneath to the back there. What the back does, he goes up like he's going to block and then turns and shows his numbers, and I'm throwing to his numbers. That's a great play there. I like that. Oh, you're not protecting that ball.
Leverett's going to elude one defender and slide down.
Leverett carries.
Let me tell you what defensive coordinators are going to do when they watch this film.
Oh, goodness.
They're going to say, guys, if he's going to tote that ball out there, we're going to knock that ball out of his hands.
Yes.
And I can just about imagine that Kevin May, the offensive coordinator, is going to talk to him about that.
Gets it out and able to get another first down. Aaron Phillips, another University of Alabama first down. Clock continues to run down, and it looks like unless it's a huge change offensively, Pleasant Grove will walk away with the Region 4 4A crown. Here comes Leverett again, trying to go long. Intercepted, and this one will put it on ice.
Just get on the ground.
And down to the ground he goes, and a great play there by Marcus Scroggins, the sophomore defensive back. And just like that, Pleasant Grove can put this one away by just running the ball one time and kneeling it the rest of the way. Great job by the sophomore DB.
Well, he was just in the right place at the right time and caught the ball when it came to it. Yes. Now you just take a knee.
Right at the 49-yard line, make it midfield with 1:25 left to go. After going scoreless in the first quarter, it was Pleasant Grove who has scored in every quarter since. And now for Jordan Leverett and the rest of his team, they got to go back to the drawing board, have a week off before they know where they'll be going in the playoffs. Victory formation now for Pleasant Grove. Flag because there was movement by the center.
Yeah, he kind of, those of us that are golfers,
Second down.
we understand that. You really want to hit the ball, but you're not ready to hit it. So.
Right.
Spartans in victory formation.
Kneeling, and they'll let the clock run and the celebration can begin. For the fans who have come from Pleasant Grove, they brought their band, cheerleaders. And the clock will continue to run, and they know now that they'll have a #1 seed. They're the second-ranked team in the state in Class 4A. And this team has all of the elements that can make it all the way to the Super 7 final.
They're a good football team, I'm going to tell you right now. they're a really good football team. They got a lot of weapons. They run well on defense. And I'm going to tell you right now, they got some kids that can make some plays.
This is going to be the final play of the game. Congratulations to the Spartans.
And the celebration will begin
Win
for Pleasant
Region
Grove.
4. Choktows will be
As in their
runner-up
first
for
season
Region 4.
in Region 4 in Class 4A. They walk away with the region title. Sportsmanship at center of this as the players will shake hands as the clock strikes 000, and it is Pleasant Grove 35-14 victors over Bibb County. But what a time we had. Defensive struggle to start, and then all of a sudden it was a 21-point explosion by Pleasant Grove.
Yeah, and, you know, congratulations to Pleasant Grove, and I'm going to tell you right now, Coach Gohan, and they got some work to do, but I can tell you right now, they'll clean everything up.
Yes.
They'll regroup. They get a week off. They can get some of the nicks and bruises taken care of, and whoever plays Bibb County in that first round, you better buckle them up because these guys will hit you.
Stay tuned. We'll have our player of the game, our what a play of the game, and our trophy presentation right here on Friday Night Rivals. Stay tuned. And we have a victorious Pleasant Grove Spartans. They've won Region 4 of Class 4A for the first time. Let's go down to Megan, who has the winning coach and the winning team. Megan?
Well, it's my honor to present our Friday Night Rivals trophy to the Pleasant Grove Spartans, who held on to the lead this entire game. Coach, how does this region title feel?
Man, feel good. You know, I feel as if we're playing one of the toughest regions in 4A. Bibb County, one of the best teams in this state. Boys came out and performed and played well. We challenged them all week. Everywhere in the field house, we said, you know, do your job. And they did that tonight. I'm proud of it, man. I love these guys. I wouldn't trade. Well, I'll trade some of them in the world. But,
All right.
but I love these jokers, though.
All right, hold this trophy high, y'all.
I got you.
12. Where's my friend number 12? 12. You are a player of the game. Congratulations. How's it feel?
I mean, you know, we just came out here. We did what we did. You know, we always had this saying, like, we practice hard, we go out there, we play hard. My coaches, I really just want to thank my receiver coach, Coach Booth, for really believing in me. Like, I had a rough start to the season, but now that the end of the season's coming up, we just got to keep doing. I just want to thank my teammates, my parents, and my family.
Well, congrats, player of the game. Congratulations, well deserved. Back to you guys.
Thank you so very much, Megan. And Great words from that young man.
Yeah, and that really impresses me. You know, Pleasant Grove had some adversity early in the year. They lost a player who died, and it really got to Coach Darrell LeBeau. And let me say this about Darrell LeBeau. We've talked about both these head coaches tonight, but these are two outstanding coaches, and we're proud to have them in the state of Alabama. They do a great job, I can tell you that.
No doubt about it, and it's time for our Whataburger Water Play of the game. And it was a play that really signified exactly how explosive this offense can go. Our Water Play of the game, and Zion Barney is the young man who can really do it all. They just get the ball to him, and when he's in space, he's dangerous.
He is dangerous. And, I mean, he's got a lot of really great moves. And he's got a teammate that reminds me of some of the great players that we've seen in Alabama in years and years gone by. But this Pleasant Grove team has got some really outstanding playmakers.
No doubt about it. A lot of people say they may be pound for pound one of the best teams in the state. And when you take a look at Bibb County, this is sort of a wake-up call, and you can see that Coach Gohagan is talking to his team and letting them know that, hey, we still got some work to do, but they got a second season that they're going to be able to take advantage of in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, I like Coach Gohagan. I like his staff, and I'm excited for what the future has to hold for those guys here. Is you know, they've had 10 great years here, and I don't expect them to have anything but 10 more great years.
No doubt about it. And in a couple of weeks, the playoffs will be taking full center stage, as the Spartans will be one of those top seeds going into Class 4A, and we expect to see Bibb County there in the playoffs as our trophy that is right there. And hey, this has been a great game. And remember, next week our season finale, Chelsea on the road at Oak Mountain, Friday, November 1st, 7 p.m. right here on My 68. Friday Night Rivals continues on as we will wrap up the season. But tonight's game started off as a defensive struggle, but then all of a sudden what we knew was a sure thing. It was that Pleasant Grove offense that was trying to get going.
Well, there's no question about it. And I mentioned we said about Tremel Washington, it reminded me of a young man named David Palmer. And you talking about a great player. Well, number one for Pleasant Grove reminds me a lot of David Palmer as a young player. So that's a pretty good accolade, I think.
Thanks for watching tonight, and your final score, Pleasant Grove 35, Bibb County 14. Congratulations to the Spartans, your Region 4, Class 4A region champs. We'll see you next week. Have a good night.
Jordan Lever's pass complete to K-Bond. Choktows. Freeman's pass complete to Walton. Good for. Jordan Lever on the carry. Jordan Lever on the carry. Lever's pass complete to Keziah Clark. Lever's pass complete to Keziah Clark. Lever's pass. Average pass. Average pass.
Average pass complete for
Fumble on the play. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the Spartans. Merriman's pass complete to Washington.
Sanders on the carry.
Freeman attempted to pass, sacked. Merriman's pass intercepted by the Spartans. Merriman's pass intercepted by the Spartans. Merriman's pass intercepted by the Spartans.